hopefully the Lagoon series. Well, this is more of a check-in. So, hold on. Happy Saturday. I know you all are probably, this is live recorded and then I leave it for you all to watch. So for those that watch this later, hi. How you doing? How you doing? Thank you. I appreciate it. Even if it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, God is good and I'm so grateful that I have another place to come, hang out, have content X, Y, and Z. So we have some things to talk about. Saturdays are and have always been like my fun catch up days on YouTube because you don't see me on here as before. But, child, that's a whole nother conversation for another time. We are doing vertical today because I'm outside. Why not? Let's vibe. I do prefer horizontal if you're watching it on a bigger screen, but, child, scroll, chill, vibe. It won't be that long. I'm going to go between 2 different platforms. So that's my spiel. But happy Saturday. I'm outside having a nice spritz. One of my favorites. Not too crazy because it's Saturday and I want to get ahead. I would like to get ahead of some content, some health conscious energy. I've been really resetting my gut health and child. I'd be like, dang, I didn't know my gut health was so bad, but it's not. It's not horrible. What up, Calm? Cheers, cheers. So I've been staying more. My point of bringing that up was I've been staying more on the wines, the lighter, healthier versions of liquor are better than the harsher alcohol beverages. Whether it's liquor, and or cerveza is pretty light. It's like a kombucha to me, so I wouldn't overthink that one unless you are consuming like a whole bottle, which I'm in Mexico. They don't play. They don't play about their cerveza. They don't. They do not. Luckily, that was never anything for me. So, and then what else would it be? I think that's it. So I've been moving more towards the wines, anything more natural. So this is newer for me. I love it. As a woman who does enjoy a nice drink. But God is working on me, child, every day, little by little, poco a poco. How's your Saturday going? I'm happy I'm moving and I'm outside, not doing too much. I was going to take a road trip or a day trip, but I was like, girl, for what? And I was like, yeah, I don't even know. I just like to switch. I like to switch up what I do and where I do it, whether it's YouTube, like think platforms, but in person. So whether it's another lagoon, whether it's another countries. I haven't traveled countries in the last like couple of months, but I do travel to different lagoons along the strip. So they might be like an hour away. Like Tulum is a couple hours away from me. What up, Mr. Robertson? Hi. So yeah, I'm chilling. I'm catching up. I'm saying hi. But so for my YouTube though, for those that are interested on where we're headed, hold on. I'm gonna let this go and I'm gonna eat some more food before it gets cold. R&R for me. What does that mean? R&R. Rest and reset. But I'm eating like an avocado toast with dolled up with mushroom, tomatoes, and tocino. Nice. What are you resting from? If you get the question, chill back even further because that was a really good question. I think that was hilarious. And that's literally, all right, let me not get too excited, but it's literally what I'm trying to figure out for myself. Not in a bad way, but when I think about rest, I'm like, well, what am I resting from? And if I'm resting from something, I need to remove that out of my life or decrease it because I shouldn't have to rest from something if I agree to do it. But it's a journey, so I'm not pointing fingers at you. But no, seriously, I think it is important. I slept in today. You see that? I was like, oh my God. So I slept 2 more hours. But then I was like, it's a beautiful Saturday. It's not like a full work day. And I don't like to say what I do as work because I enjoy what I do, but I also have to manage it as work or nothing gets done or it doesn't get done professionally, I will say. So I do categorize it as work, but I created my life so far. I'm still fine tuning, but I created my life so far to enjoy everything that I do. So like this is a fun moment for me. I enjoy it. Trying a new platter from a place that I frequent. You see me here before. I frequent here often. But Saturdays I like to. Fridays are my fun days, so I'm outside. I'm shooting content. I'm meeting people. I'm hanging out at their place. Yesterday was beautifully amazing. Hanging out there, like I met this black woman. I met her before, but like we reconnected. Because if you know me, I don't have a phone. I don't be on my phone outside of when I'm on my phone. So I usually, you can't. It's hard to find me in that way. It really is. So she was like, "Oh my God, I've been texting you." I'm like, "Girl, I don't even know what that means. Like, I'm not sitting around for no text." But and she's like, "Yeah, but on Instagram, I haven't been on Instagram in months." I felt bad. I was okay. I will go on Instagram for you. I'm going to realign on Instagram. I'm going to reset that up. But we had a really great time, and she has 2 properties and really like doing her thing. A little bit older than me, and she's. But having that conversation with her as another woman of color who's been here longer than I have and doing what she's doing, it was a really inspiring time for me because I don't speak to other people that look like me, especially here. Online is a whole nother conversation, but you already see how that is going, but more so in person. It was really great. I had a great time, child. I had a really great time. But anyways, so I ran into her yesterday, and I was like, "Girl, it's Friday. I'm outside. Like, where you want me to come with you?" Like, cause after my call and I do my last little checklist, computer is done. She's like, "You didn't bring your computer?" I was like, "No, girl. When you saw me, I was finishing my computer." Okay, I have to go set it up, do what I gotta do, and then I'm out. Cause once I'm outside, I play all day. Oh my God. I'd be like, "Lord, thank you for another. We're gonna play again. Whew, have mercy." But I will say, all in all, you have to promise me, calm, that you actually take a nap. Don't be resting all day on your phone. Oh yeah, I've been resting all day. Your eyes haven't closed once. Oh my God. No, it's okay. Me too. Earlier today, I know it's only 11, but I wake up very early. So earlier today, and I was like, well, it's Saturday, so I don't have to like be on my routine. Saturday, okay, so Fridays are fun Fridays. I'm outside. If something pops in, I'm usually there. Those moments can lead me to like a weekend trip on a boat somewhere that I'm like, oh God, I got things to do, and I really don't, but like I do in my mind. So that's Friday. Saturdays are like a recovery from Friday, but also a fun chill day. So I'm at the lagoon. I'm here now to start. I'm having my spritzer early in the day. Like it's Saturday, right? There's no laws. I live on a lagoon, so I can do this anytime. But my own schedule that keeps me intact, so I'm not just like sloppily moving through life, which is why I feel like, when people see me, I'm always like, agua, agua, agua. But when they see me, like, girl, it's Saturday. I'm chilling. So earlier today, I was like, I went to the mall last weekend. I was like, do I go to the mall again? I already know what they have. Everything's expensive. So the things that I want are expensive. I'm like, I can go and spend a little bit, but like, it's a journey. Like I'd rather just shop online at that point. So, but they do have like American food, and I miss American food. Like they have Domino's, they have Subway. It's still a little different, but I eat the same pizza here all the time. I'd be like, ugh. my friend was like, "You want to add pizza?" No more. No more locked doors. If you know, you know. But yeah, so I was like, what do I want to do today? Do I want to go to the mall? So I was like, I was going to go shopping and just like eat some more Americanized food. And I was like, no, girl, that sounds like so draining. And I'm today, I do want to, I want to rest. This is me resting, or one of my resting states. So then I was like, okay, well, let's just chill. Like, let's just chill. So I got some Wi-Fi and I was scrolling on TikTok because I have been on TikTok all week. Oh, yeah, I did go on Thursday, I think, because I had like an open space, and I did go on Thursday. And oh, Thursday was yesterday? No, Thursday was Friday. So Thursday is like my heavy editing day. So that's like my last step before Friday. So in between that, I was listening to TikTok, just doing some, I don't say mindless work, but just doing some work that I can do without having to think about it, right? So I'm watching TikTok, doing my thing. And then I'm like, it gets repetitive. Everybody's battling. Some things are cute, some things are fun, some things are whatever. So I was doing that today, and I was like, oh, let's scroll TikTok mindlessly. Like, we're chilling, we're resting. And then like an hour to two in, I was like, well, that was cool. What else are we gonna do? Are we gonna scroll for 2 more hours? That will feel like, I don't know, like, I'm not a child. I'm a child of God, but I'm not a child that can sit and just watch other people live. I'm a liver. So I am the visual. Like, I'm the person that comes out and that's like, hey, what are we doing? Period. What are we doing? That's how it starts. Anyways, so I'm not too excited. But, so I'm the person that goes out, but I also like to see what people are doing because I get inspired through other people. I'm like, ooh, that was cute. Let me do that. Like, so I do spend time consuming, but not as much as I do creating, okay? I want to go see what they're working on, but maybe later today I'll do that. Catch up around the other side of the town. Thank you, Colin, for commenting. I'm happy you're here though. Like, don't go take a nap now, but consider it at that point. When you're watching a show or you're scrolling, there's always a point that you do feel that like maybe I should get off. When that point hits and you spent 30 minutes, 45, an hour, maybe two. When that moment hits, you gotta close out. You just gotta, deal or no deal. You gotta just stop gambling, because then you don't get any rest. You're now filled with more energy from things that had no business. Like, some things I know, I'm like, oh, why do I know this person's business? But that's how people make their money, and I'm not mad about it. You know what I'm saying? But like, it's not like I joined their community and I wanted to know. I was just scrolling, and this woman's on here telling me about, I don't know, X, Y, and Z. And I'm not a, I like drama, but I'm not a I don't consume too much drama, which is why I live the way that I live. But I'm not against it because I need to know how to move in it. So I do watch my drama stories and things, but I could take like 2 drama stories because there's always other people that want to come chime in. So it's a fuller story than the moment. But I always go to the recap girlies. I don't really watch the whole thing because I have my own life. I have things to do. I want to see what's going on. I want to stay updated. I want to see the community. But child, it'd be 2 days a week I can afford to casually just like hang out on like TikTok. I mean like scrolling. Thank you so much. So, so my point of saying all that is, if you are a scroller or consumer, even to someone like me, just on your R&R day, Mr. Calm, just make sure you at least just rest your eyes. You may not be asleep. Meditate. Just meditation is literally this. Just chill. Don't be scrolling because your eyes don't get no sleep, and then that's how that develops. But I did sleep 2 more hours today, and I still feel a little tired. I don't feel tired. I feel like I'm floating. Like, I don't feel tired. I feel like I'm just like I woke up from my early morning nap, And I was like, I think we should do something. And I was like, well, it doesn't have to be intense. I'm not going to the mall. I was like, well, just enjoy the lagoon. I was like, obviously, I live on it for a reason. So then I rolled out. I threw some clothes together. I freshened myself up. I put this on for the pool, or if I do decide, I don't think I'm gonna go in the lagoon because I want to do my hair later. So I might just like get in the pool and be cute. But like, at least I'm in the pool. But anyways, so yeah, I rolled out of bed, pulled myself together in like 20, 30 minutes, cleaned up because I don't like to come back to a dirty place. It wasn't dirty, but you know, finding clothes can make your whole clean space dirty. So I put everything together. I was like, girl, just grab your bag, grab your cute bag that's already put together, and then just walk outside and see where it leads you. And I'm here. So, and now I'm here with you guys because I don't think I posted in like a week, and I try to post weekly something, even if it's just to see my face. If you're on, hi Danny, welcome. If you're on my Patreon, you see that more. You'll see me more. But TikTok. So, all that being said, hi, happy Saturday. It's more of a check-in, making sure you're staying together. If you are finding yourself, drifting too far into your own devices that feel too self-loathing, just shake it off and just like do jumping jacks or push-ups and drink water. Drinking a glass of water just heals me in the moment for me to like reorganize myself. I'm like, you know what? Let's just go for a 20-minute walk. And like, perfect. Why not? Instead of sitting like, because I work from home and I plan my reality out as I desire to, I catch myself like self-loathing a little too much. I'm like, oh, girl, you've been self-loathing. I'm like, girl, just go to the gym. You right. Just go just squat. Just go do some squats. And then that energy gives me something new versus sitting in my crib all day working and drinking and chilling and vibing and computer and people and people I've never seen or may not ever see. And then I have to like basically go outside and touch grass. I love that. Just go and do. It sounds easier than like when anything you want to get over, it's like, oh, just let it go. And it's like, well, I've kind of connected it to a couple different triggers, so just letting it go won't help as much because it's attached to a trigger, and I haven't let the trigger go. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is how I've been processing chapter 9 of Untethered Soul. I've been going through triggers, and I'm like, I have a lot to work through. I have a lifetime of things to really dissect. And then it makes me excited about life again because it's like, you know what? I'm not perfect. But when I look at all of the things that, like, I don't want to say got me here, but led me to this point, it's not all on me. I've checked myself. I'm not saying I just point fingers. I can care less because no one's here except me. So I look within. But when I look within, that within manifests externally, right? Spirit, then physical, internal, then external. When I look internal and then I see the internal and then I'm like, okay, well, let's look externally. And then I'm like, ooh. Then I start to see the holes and the spots. Blase squaze. So seeing that life is literally like an ebb and flow of your ups and downs, of your trials, your tribulations, your good relationships, your bad relationships. You have a good, strong 6 months. You have a horrible 6 months. Do you stay with this person? Do you not? Like, it's all so dramatic. But it's just, like, so I was like, oh, how do you feel about, like, if a guy, I was like, I mean, if we lasted a year but 6 months were great, I'm going to not forget the bad 6 months. Hopefully I would have left before the year because I'll let things expand a little further just to see, because if I'm already in the situation, let's just stretch this out because I don't want to be fooled next time. I don't want to have to go through a year and a half of another person just because I didn't stay with this person longer to learn another thing. I ain't got time for all that. I mean, I do. I have all the time. But she asked, this was yesterday, she asked, she's like, because she was like, how do you think about dating? I was like, well, I'm open to dating. And, like, I'm in Mexico, so they're Mexicans. And there's white guys and stuff and some black people, but you know what I'm saying. And I was like, yeah, I'm still learning the language. But I was like, I'm open because I'm not in a place of, like, I am in a place of, I want to word this correctly because I said something yesterday and she corrected me, so I don't want to say it again. I'm in a place of, I already knew, and this is for you too, obviously catch it where you can. There's nothing in life that you should overly attach yourself to. You may attach yourself to something, a job for 6 months, a job for 6 years, of relationships for 2 months, a relationship, marriage, kids, all the things. You might buy a house, you might rent a house, but you sign a contract, so you attach yourself. So we attach ourselves to many things and we unattach ourselves. Like, you stay at your apartment for a year, do you like it to sign another lease? No, you move to another place to attach yourself to. You don't want to move, you like the place, you reattach yourself to it. So we always are attaching and detaching. But I said this yesterday, and the teacher, she said, no. Remember, I told you I have teachers now. It was a little painful, but it is what it is. That's why we're here now talking about it. We're dissecting it. So she was like, Lee, it's not detaching yourself. It's unattachment. I was like, yeah, no, but like, she's like, no, like, it just is. Every person, everything, it just is. All you can do is say yes or no, but it's not like you're attaching and now it's yours. And I was like, well, that might have healed a bit of my control, but how does that work for the other person? Like, if they don't know this lesson, how am I supposed to move through life if they don't know that I'm learning? You're teaching me, but how? I didn't ask her this yesterday, but I'm processing it now, so I'll ask her later. But I was like, in my mind, because we went through, it was like a 2 hour session. So we were going through it, child. I don't like, facing the truth. I'm smiling because I'm excited about life, but like, oh, it was so painful to let other people see it. That's really what it was. So anyways, so she's basically saying, you can't look at life as, oh, I can detach easily. Well, you should have never attached in the first place. And now you wouldn't have to like detach. And I was like, that's actually really great. Because I used, when I was younger, I would say about 10 years ago. No, younger than that. I was like 19, 20. I had just started like traveling by faith. I didn't know what that was. It was my first like faith travel. It was only an hour away from my home, but still, it was like, I don't know where I'm going and doing, but I'm going by faith and I believe God has greater for me, right? And clearly it's led me to amazing places. And some have been crazy and creepy, but like the latter has always been further along than like the former. So she's basically like, don't attach yourself because then you won't have to worry about detaching yourself. It's basically if someone hurts you or triggers you or, plucks your thorn or touches your thorn. And I'm like, girl, okay. Like, what are you trying to say? So then she's like, you just experience. And I'm like, I know that. Like, being a woman of God has been so fascinating because I've been doing this for a long time and it don't look like what I started. And I'd be like, whoa, wait, where am I? I'm like, wait, where am I? What are we doing? And it's still a part of the journey because there's no one around me that I can look at and be like, you're perfect. Thank you, right? But as I've learned more about the spirit realm and like words and numbers and signs and just all the things that speak through you through spirit, whether birds, whether, I don't know, trees, grass, X, Y, and Z. And she said, she said, it's all an experience and you shouldn't attach yourself. You just experience it. And I was like, okay, that sounds more like alignment, like when you are in the experience, whether right here with me live, whether at your home doing that thing, that's being present. When you are present, that's the moment, that's the experience. And if you're dating someone, because the conversation started about like boys, so that's where we were. And I was like, yeah, I've been single for 10 years. Like, I'm open to just vibing to experience it again because I've already decentered men a long time ago. So for me, it's not, I don't have to follow trends because I've been doing this. Now it's more developing and evolving and increasing and like really, growing bigger in what I agree on. So I was like, now that I think about it, as I speak it back to y'all, whether you're watching in real time or later, I always knew, like, when I would meet new people, I would be like, hey, I'm only here for a season, so don't be too attached to me, because when I leave you, I don't want you to be mad at me, like, oh, she don't like me as a friend. No, if I like you, I bring you, right? Now replaying the whole thing that we're talking about, like, from what my teacher said, I might call her my mentor said, to like now, it makes more sense because I kind of lost the essence of a moment because of, like, not saying because I'm always on my phone, I'm not, but I'm always doing my own thing that I don't appreciate all experiences because I'm usually in my own thing. So if somebody tries to pull me out of my own thing, it's like I would make them pay such a high price. Why are you pulling me out of my energy? I would get so pissed. What do you need? And they'll be like, oh, speak. Okay, I've lightened up, so that's not the issue. But the issue is I lost the art of having a moment in the experience, or having a momentary experience, I guess you would say, because I've regained it in the last like couple of months, because I was aware that I was getting attached to things that either it could be a project I was building, and I started overworking the project, therefore no creativity was coming through because I became too attached to it versus seeing it from like a third person. So it can work for projects, it can work for people. But with dating, we were speaking of, I was like, yeah, I don't have a problem with detaching. This is what the whole conversation. I was like, I don't have a problem with detaching. She was like, yeah, no, it's not detachment. It's an experience. Like and I was like, say that again. And she was like, yeah, it's not detaching. It's an experience. And I was like, I know, but like, how do we decide how long this experience goes? And she was like, that's between two people. Now we're talking about dating. So if a person, if you're watching this, man or female, woman, male or woman, if you're watching this and you have that issue or struggle, you have to continue to show up every day as if you're interested in that person or that project or that thing or that business. Like, if you don't show it interest, it won't return the interest back to you. Like, it may present itself, like me as a woman and we're dating, I will always show you my level of interest because I don't take my time like that. So if I spend my time with you, time to go by the pool. So yeah, if I'm spending my time with you, or I'm putting whatever in money, and not just financially, but like energetically, cleaning, I don't know, might give you some ideas. If I'm investing time in the relationship, that is how I value. So for me, I will give that back to the person I'm dating or speaking to. But if I start to see them reneging on the play, like if I start to see them uninterested or start playing that little game, I'll be gone. Change phone number. I have no issue dropping off the face of the earth. I've done it multiple times. I relocate. Where you at? Gone, and nigga, I don't know. Somewhere with a G. How can I contact you? What do you got to speak about? Tell me now. This is your moment. Because it's the truth. People will take your time for nothing. Just to take your time. I'm very aware of who I give my time to, okay? Business, love, places I come when I'm like, oh, I wanted to go spend money, but I'm like, I'm saving because I have big purchases. Saving is not my friend, but it is my friend. Let me not speak negatively. Saving is my portion. Money flows to me easily and effortlessly. I can save and budget and not go shopping. I have things I need to buy, but I want to get the higher quality. So I'm trying to save a bit more to buy the best version. I need a new camera. A new camera costs, well, the Canon camera I saw was probably a couple thousands. I live in Mexico. Nothing over here really costs more than 1,000. Okay, I'm in position for not having to slave online all day. The things I'm hearing people doing for the internet, I'm just like, thank God I'm a millennial. And like, respectfully, there's no shit. Do what you got to do to carry your reality. I have no judgment at all. I have no judgment in that way. However, long term, the goal is not to burn out for me. So I've been building my reality around what I want to do. Wait, calm. Let me. Where you at? Where are you located? Yep, flow allowance. What do you mean far as flow allowance? Let me think about that. That's actually not bad. Flow allowance. Oh, just like a space that you can flow in, like an extra financial, not financial, but like a extra I don't want to say extra, but like I guess space, really. Yeah, Saturdays I give myself space to just do whatever, however, whenever. I woke up today, I was like, ooh, let me do my hair. Girl, please don't even start that, because I would have been in my house the whole time. Twist it, not twist it. Pull it back, not pull it back. Afro, it's okay. You are free. Huh. Woo! Thank you, Lord. Because I would have wasted like 30 more minutes trying to like do that. And I do doll up, but today's Saturday. I be letting my money just speak. I don't even, between my body and my money, I don't care what you think. Same, for real. Affirm it. Yeah. Look, money flows to us easily and effortlessly. I'm actually working on 2 projects right now. Well, one I'm working on, and 2 I'm hoping to work with someone on it if she I won't say if she allows it. I know she wants me to, but I need to see her not her analytics, but I need to see what she has going on before I hop in. I don't like to do business with people if I can't see the vision. So I need to see what she wants as her vision, because that's when I come in and I clear it out for people and I make it make sense and I bring order to it. That's my business, but I be tired. I don't know anything. I don't. Well, what do you do? The best I can. I'm tired of working hard. Lee, do you do anything? No, I sleep, I rest, I speak high level heavens. One thing I've learned as a black woman who has been like removing herself from the conversation of being like not just a strong black woman, because that I am, but for me, not for y'all, not for anybody else but myself. I'm only strong for me. When a man comes around, dainty. I don't know anything. I have a guy right now. Do you need anything? Yes. Can you please find me some salmon? Please? I don't even know. He's always on the lookout. Thank you. Thank you so much. Okay, wait, I need to post this video. Oh. Wait, before I post this video. So right now, for the first part, we have about a couple hours. I have more than I think. I don't like to move more than I need to. I don't know what I'm talking about anymore. I'm based in NC, but I'm all over the U.S. Ah, you're a trucker. Ah, troublemaker? No, I'm joking. I like truckers. I joined the trucker community back in 2020. I think 2020, or it could have been 2021. When I say I joined it, basically I was on a road trip with my best friend Matthew, who's no longer with us physically, but spiritually he's always here. And he was knocked out. He was gone. We were headed back to Chicago, or we're headed back to the Midwest from, I don't want to lie, but I think the last place we went to was South Dakota, or one of them, wherever the Devil's Tower. That was our last like road trip part. We did a whole couple weeks of just camping and hiking and you know what y'all do. So I had a great time, enjoyable to the most. And the last leg of the trip, I drove like once. He drove the whole thing, and I drove like once just to give him a break, but also like to warm myself up because I don't drive often. I don't really. If you're there, I'm not. So I mean, obviously I am. So I was like, you know what? Let me get my playlist on. He's tired, and I'm not trying to not sleep. So I won't be able to sleep knowing he's tiredly driving. So I put my music on, and I did like a 15-hour from wherever we were to the crib. The last leg of the my music, I had put on some worship because I was like, Lord, I don't know if my eye. He's gone. He's been gone. He's been gone like 10 hours. He was, I don't know, 5-10 hours. He was knocked out, having a good sleep. I'm like, it's so hard to drive when someone's sleeping in the passenger seat because that it's just tired energy just circling in. It's tired energy. My point in bringing it up, Mr. Driver. As I was driving, I think I had my high beams on for not most of the time, but like when we were in those areas where you could see animals, or where I thought no one else would be because it was so empty most of the time. And then there was a couple truckers that like were teaching me, but like through the roadway of teaching, they didn't hop out and we didn't pull over and have a conversation. But it happened multiple times. I was like, oh, I like the truckers. They were like teaching me, we was honking and just having a good time. I never experienced it. It was so cute. It was so fun. But I also did learn about the high beams, and then I also learned about the honking and the number of honks. It was a whole little thing, but that was my first time like driving like that for that long to see truckers in their late night hour. And we were in a huge big suburban. So we weren't in little small cars, a white huge suburban like that XL. So we were in a big body. And there was not that many cars on the road, so it was a cute little form of communication. And that's when I was like, that's when my level of respect for truckers became what it is today. So I know that's a sidebar, but what's good? I've been there, done that too. No, I have. I'm a producer, and as a producer, you don't, depends on the route you take. You start as a production assistant, and I've done my. I helped produce a book tour for about 3 months, 3 to 6 months. But once we started traveling, we had to go to the truckers' areas where they would dock. We had a van. Oh, we had like a 16-incher. What is it? Like a 16-footer? I don't know. One of those box trucks. But we would go back to where the truckers would dock. That whole like docking thing. And I was looking the whole time. I'm like this. What have I signed up for? This is beyond me. I'm just looking cute, counting boxes. Let me see. No, I was not. I had my gloves on, and I was like, but the guys ended up doing it. I was just letting them know I was prepared if I needed to be her, but I don't want to if y'all can do it. But I definitely was the brains because one box, and I won't forget this because it was a whole argument. They couldn't get on, and I was like, trust me, if you pull out, turn this way, and then push back, I played the game on the phone, trust me. And we did it. But so I was definitely the brains of the operations. I wasn't touching too much. I was just making sure that the numbers and the angles and all that stuff was good. Okay, we've been on here for about 40 minutes. I love you guys. Calm, thank you for hanging out with me and chit-chatting. You made this experience even better. So everyone who watches this later, I guess I would categorize this as rest and reset conversation, health vibes, letting go or detaching or having an experience. This was our experience today. But yeah, so it's always a vibe. And I will talk to y'all later. I am going to do a little bit more content before I go back by the pool because I'm getting hot. I need to start taking this off. But I'm going to wait till I get a little bit more by the pool area and I'm just lay out for a little bit. So if I do that, I'll be on TikTok because there are people there that it's a subscription base. I don't have that here on YouTube yet, so I can't do it the way I would like to. But yeah, so this is y'all moment. This is our experience. I love you guys so much. Thank you, Colin, for hanging out. Thank you. Who was that came in here earlier? Mr. Robinson. Thank you, Danny. Long time no see. And I'll talk to y'all later. Okay, I will let y'all sit here. But I'm gonna start talking and I won't get nothing done. I'm like, blah, 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 blah. Girl, you didn't do any work. This is also considered work, but I like it. So I will be here for like 3 hours. And I'm like, we didn't even get anything done. So I'm gonna talk to y'all later, okay? Serious business. I love you. Later. Oh, happy Saturday. And make sure you close your eyes for a little bit.